Sagittarius, how you doing? Welcome to your April to May energy reading. Okay, this is going to be your channeled messages, psychic guidance, card reading, everything you need to best help you to best prepare for and align with your higher self in the months of April to May. Okay, so this is from beginning of April to mid-May. Basically, all of Aries season moving into Taurus season. Now Sagittarius, you guys are going to be seeing a lot of fours, but especially you're going to be seeing number 404 and number 411. Spirit is saying you've been through in March. March was not filled with activities for you. You were resting in March. March was to teach you that patience is a virtue, because moving into April to May, you are going to be seeing the reason why why you were kind of like kept in timeout, while you were told to like sit out in March. The reason why Spirit kept you in intermission in March. Okay, so this April to May, you're going to be very busy, a lot of activities, a lot of passion, a lot of fervor, a lot of grinding, a lot of hustle and bustle. But it's like you're ready for this level, you've been waiting for this. For some of you, I'm hearing like, and I'm seeing you relocating to a new city, and then you're trying to set up in that new city, trying to buy some furniture, trying to shop for clothes, trying to find your new favorite stores, trying to figure out like, okay, what's in your neighborhood, right? So this April to me is very busy. This April to me, Spirit is like that word, they are insisting on that city relocation. So you guys, I see you moving between April to May. That's why March was very calm. That's why March was needed for you to kind of like you were told to sit things out in March. Right? March also taught you how to, we're also told and taught and guided to be open to learning in March, to be open to receiving guidance, not from studying books, not from being deliberate not from deliberately seeking out knowledge, but being open to the wisdom and guidance that your higher self was sending your way. So for some of you, like strangers just talk to you and then they said something that struck a chord within you, or you were just scrolling randomly on YouTube and then you found something that really spoke to you. Okay, you guys are also going to be guided to drink a lot more about teas in this April to May. For some of you, are going to be drinking more about concussions, about tinctures, about infusions. Alright, Spirit, is anything else, or should I go into the cards? Alright, Sagittarius, I'm also hearing Spirit is saying particularly like patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue. Virtue for you. You've been patient. I'm saying like from February to March, most of 2024, you were really patient. You were really patient to see your results, and now you are really patient. You stayed focused. You stayed dedicated to your goal, and now you're going to start seeing your seeds spring up. Spring is very busy for you. In spring, you're going to be seeing your seeds springing up. There's going to be a lot of activity. I'm seeing like this upward movement, like the things you've been working on since 2024, from even up till February, up till March. But March was really about you sitting things out. Up till February, the things you've been working on, they're suddenly going to seem like all of them, they just suddenly burst out. Like what I'm just saying is like plants, when they get this burst of energy from sunshine and then the way they open up. So that's what's happening, like all you've been working on is going to be opened up for the world to see, and also for you to see that Spirit has been working on things in the background, and that's why you needed to learn to be patient. This past 6, 8, 9 months has really been about teaching you and gifting you with the gift of patience. Okay, maybe like some of you are like irascible rascals, like you're just like, oh, Spirit, but you surrendered, so that was beautiful. Alright, let me go into your cards. Alright, Spirit, what's here for? Thank you. Alright, so first things first. You got ego and then you got off key. So first things first, They are telling me to tell you about this first. So first things first, remember what I said about patience is a virtue apparently. You are going to continue to be needing to be patient moving into this April, May. This is not time for you to be like, oh wait. And Spirit is also like, so it's like April, the way you start April. So April might start like, you might look at your farm, you might look at your landscape, at your work landscape, at your results as being barren and dry. Then, because I'm saying like they're showing me this farmland, like the farm. April, beginning of April is barren. I'm just seeing mounds of soil. Then end of April, I'm seeing like green plants just sprouted up everywhere. So beginning of April, you are going to need to continue to exercise that patience muscle, to continue to hold on to patience, because end of April, moving towards May, all of the things you've been working for, they are coming into fulfillment, they are coming into fruition, they are coming into your reality. So beginning of April, hold on to that. Hold on to that patience gift. Like, know that it is a gift. Patience is a gift. Patience is the muscle that you continue to improve and strengthen the more you are patient. And how can you be patient? By being put in situations and circumstances that require you, that force you, that demand of you to be patient. Okay, so this is off key. So some of you might be feeling like beating your pillows, beating some. That's where that word irascible rascals came in there. Like, God, can you do this thing already? Can you bring me my blessings already? Can you bring me my results, my announcements, my? For some of you, I'm hearing like maybe you're waiting on some travel. Okay, so that's where that city relocation is coming in, and you're waiting for some results that would, or maybe visa response, or just like some feedback that will determine your travel. Okay, I already told you you'll be saying false, right? Okay, so this is off key. So at this time you're being guided. Don't be like this guy. Don't be like this guy who was ready to, if you could, you just climb the stairs to heaven or wherever he felt God was, and go and pull down God's heavenly mansion brick by brick. Like, why would you grant me what I want? Okay. And the second one is actually ego. At this time, this April to May, you're being guided to not let your ego get the best of you. Don't feel like you know everything. And this also still feels like a continuation of your March, of your energy from March. Don't feel like you know everything. Don't feel like you can't learn. Don't feel like you don't need support. Don't feel like you can't be taught. Don't feel like you can't be guided. Don't feel like you know better than everybody else. Don't feel like you know better than anyone else. When you see things that kind of like defy the senses or the wisdom you've accumulated previously, let this reading remind you. I'm setting an intention that you remember this reading and what I'm telling you about you not letting your ego get the best of you. You not thinking that you are the best, you know everything, you're perfect, you're the one, you're the hot cake. Okay. And what I'm also getting is like, for some of you, you're going to be feeling this way, kind of like you be comparing your non-results to someone else's results, and you'll be like, oh, but I am better than that person, I know better than that person, I am more tapped in than that person, I have more resources than that person, I am more learned than that person, I have more experience, I have more expertise, I have more know-how, I have more exposure, more connections than that person. So why is that person able to get this kind of results? Why is that person able to make this kind of moves? Why is that person experiencing this level of success and I'm not? It's going to be very essential for you not to compare yourself. Don't compare your journey, don't compare your results, because the comparison is coming from a place of feeling superior, and feeling superior only stems, especially when the superiority is grounded and rooted in materialistic like results and materialistic analysis or materialistic data in terms of what you can see, what you feel is tangible. Maybe you're looking at, oh, this person has 2,000 houses or 2,000 shoes. Why do I only have 2 shoes when I walk a lot more and I might not earning a lot more? Why am I not getting more visible results? So that's what visible results. This April to me is going to be very essential. Like, don't allow yourself to don't compare yourself to anyone. Your story, your life, your experiences, your journey up to this point has never been like anyone else's, and it's never going to be like anyone else's. This is not the time, because see, that thing of comparison, what it stems from is this inferiority complex, because then you want to judge your life, you want to judge your actions, you want to judge your results based on what you are seeing another person achieve, without understanding what that person has gone through, without understanding that person's life, how that person have all the things they've gone through to arrive at this point. Like, if you are looking at someone else and just judging them, like, why do they have all of these things? When they don't have the exposure or the credentials or the connections or the money or the resources, yeah, basically inadvertently pointing out to yourself like, oh, because you have all of these things, then you should have that. No, it doesn't work that way. Your blessings are your blessings. Nobody can take it away from you. The person's blessings, it's their blessings. Nobody can take it away from them. Your time is coming. Your time. Oh, you guys might be feeling like eating chocolate or eating a lot more ice cream. You will also be finding items you've lost in this April to May. So kind of like release your focus from results that have not come in and figure out like, okay, what else can I be doing at this time? What else can I be doing at this time? Please give them some. Thank you. What else can I be doing? You guys will also be seeing 2020, then 2002. Okay, so at this time, Sagittarius, ask yourself, like, how have you been injuring your creativity, and how can you allow yourself to be free, to freely express your creativity, to freely express your drive, to freely express yourself. Not expressing yourself because, not like you're doing things or creating things because you're like, oh, that person did that and it made them successful, okay, I'm also going to do it. No. How can you tune into your own way of creation? Like, don't let the outside determine what you're going to be doing this April to May. Don't let the outside determine what you're going to be creating. Determine how you show up. Determine how you express yourself. Determining the projects you like show up for or you place a bid on. I'm seeing some of you like business persons and you're like, oh, company B with my competitor, they did this thing to their website or they did this social media campaign, let us also do it. No. Tune into how your own company wants to be expressed. Don't measure your success or your progress by another person's rulers, because creator A has 50,000 followers and you have 1,000 or 500 or 5,000 or 20,000 or 30,000. And they're doing something. Don't go and copy what they're doing because you're like, oh, that's no. This April to me, you're being guided to really just settle in and tune into your own, the creative visions that want to come out through you, that want to be expressed through you, because it can only be birthed through you. You're the only one that can create these things into existence. You guys are also going to be seeing 2020 as well as 0220. Spirit is saying at this time, I'm coming into creative union with you. You're not in creative union with the world. You're not in creative union with your competitors. You're not in creative union with your industry standard. You're not in creative union with what the platform is saying. You're not in creative union with the algorithm. You're in creative union with God, what God wants you to create into existence. So this April to me, do well and do good, not to allow yourself to be influenced by. In March, we are supposed to be learning. Now this April to me, this is time for you not to allow comparison take you out of thought. Don't let yourself be influenced by what you think other people are doing that is bringing them to results and make you want to start copying them. No. Don't be intimidated by other people's success. Don't make that make you start questioning God, like, where are your own results? Where's your own success? Where's your own good news? Chickens. I'm also being told, like, for some of you, you might be looking to planting or gardening this spring. It's a good way for you to release tension and for you to also commit to Mother Earth, giving back to the earth, planting a seed, like literal seed, planting in the earth, letting something grow. It's also going to teach you about the patience that comes from growing from seed, because you are building from scratch. But your creativity is going to be very, very, what's the word? Very fluidish, very free flowing. If you allow yourself to go with the flow, if you allow your creative, because your creative urges, they are like life forms. Your ideas, they are creative life forms that have come to be birthed through you. Okay, your creative ideas, they are life forms that want to be birthed through you. So allow yourself to birth the creative ideas that have come to you. Not trying to give birth to another person's creative ideas or copy another person's creative ideas. You get? Okay. Let's see. What message here from the creators deck? You guys might also be wearing green a lot more between April to May. Guess what? You got to cast the first one, creator air. And can you see the green? Shift the way into a new potential. So you got creator air and shift the way into the new potential. Okay, so this April to me is really very fertile for you. It's really giving you the opportunity to communicate, express yourself, do things in a different way that you've never even done before. What I keep hearing is like, my ears are so what? This time you're going to really need to just release yourself as a receptacle onto God's creativity, onto the creative vision of the universe, onto the creative vision of life that just wants to come through you. It doesn't want to come through anybody else. It only wants to come through you. But you have to make yourself available to receiving these downloads, to receiving these ideas, to receiving this guidance. You cannot receive this if you are in that place of comparison. Comparison is the thief of joy. If you're in that place of looking at what, if you're in that place of focusing on another person's garden, of looking at another person's farm, you can't create if all your attention is being diverted outwards. Shift the way to a new potential. This April to me, as I said, the way you are starting April is not the way you are going to end May, because you are being in this very fertile energy. So allow the creative ideas from the universe, from God, from spirit, from source. Let those ideas come to be fertilized in your open I'm just going to use the word fatal. It's like God is trying to impregnate you. This is like divine insemination, and you can be a man watching this, can be a woman, it's still the same. God is trying to impregnate you with new ideas that only you can bring to reality, that only you can birth to reality. But these new ideas, they need to have a fertile receptacle to land in. If your mind is tuned outwards into someone else's zone, if all your focus is on your competitors, your neighbors, what other people are doing, then you're not going to make yourself a worthy receptacle to receive this divine insemination. Okay, Sagittarius. So this, my April to May, I want you to really just focus on creating what you want, allowing yourself to express freely. There's that strong emphasis again on expression. Don't try to say, oh, because this person says their words in this way, so I have to say, no. Use your own words. Express things the way you want to express them yourself. Talk the way you naturally talk. Don't try to, there's also something about you guys not trying to mimic someone else's expressions or someone else's gesticulations. Just be original, just be authentic, just be true to yourself. Because in this, you cannot see what's happening behind the scenes, because it's like your seeds have been planted in the earth. They've been planted in the soil. All the things you've been working on, they've been planted for a while. They've started spreading out their roots, but you can't see it. What you can't see and what you're expecting to see is for your plants to break the earth, to break ground and rise above. That's what you're expecting to see. But you're not one. It's not like you're going to go and be digging up the seed like, where is this thing not growing? Because right now, your seeds, they're like your seed as you know, when the way a seed grows, the way it's propagated, it's first of all breaks down beneath. It starts sending out roots to be able to suck up nutrients, looking for oxygen, looking for water. The roots first of all spread. A root system needs to be spread first. You guys are in that place of your root system being spread and being secured, so that it can support your plants for you to grow into a mighty oak tree. But you cannot plant it today and then go and dig it up and why is this thing not growing into a tree already? You cannot look at your neighbor's farm and be like, why does that person's orange tree, why is it fruiting already? Why is my own orange tree not bearing fruit already? Focus on your own. Like, this is the time to mind your own business. All you're just focused on yourself. There are a lot of ideas Spirit is bringing your way. There are a lot of ideas coming your way this April to me, but you have to be ready and willing to receive them. You have to make yourself worthy of being impregnated by God. You have to make yourself worthy. And how do you make yourself worthy? By understanding that what is for you will not pass you by. Everything happens in divine timing. Everything happens for you in divine timing. I don't know the tag to take. Everything happens for you in divine timing. But this April to me is going to be very creative. You're just going to be in this creative. If you allow yourself to be, if you allow yourself to be, the amount of things you create, the amount of ideas, the amount of projects, the amount of work, the amount of things you get done in April to me is going to sustain you and astound you so much. I'm saying like April to me being your most creative time in the whole of 2025, because the things you're going to be creating between April to May, the ideas you're going to be working on, the projects you're going to be working on, the things you're going to be bringing to life, they're the things that are going to grow all throughout 2025. They are going to bring you success and results and happiness and joy and just. So allow yourself to focus this April to May, Sagittarius. Shift the way to new potential. Spirit, please have any clarity on this. Thank you. Okay, so you got sweet dreams, satisfaction, comfortable, lazy day. Then you got self-love. Then you got third wheel. And you've got apology, guilt, confession, forgiveness. Okay, so I'm going to go into more details into what this third wheel is about. But first of all, I'm going to tell you about this first two. So this April to me, allow yourself to be comfortable with your progress. Allow yourself to be comfortable with your growth. Just don't get carried away by what you're seeing other people do. Don't get carried away by what you're seeing other people achieve, what you're seeing other people attain. Tune out from all of those and really just focus on yourself. Focus on your own fruit. Nurture your own fruit. Be grateful for the growth you're experiencing, even if it doesn't come into your physical reality. This is time for you to get into the energetic frequency of being grateful for what is already coming towards you, because you know it's coming towards you anyways. Do you understand? It's coming towards you anyways. That's the truth. It's coming towards you anyways. So don't allow yourself to be distracted. Don't allow yourself to start asking questions like, don't allow yourself to be this guy. Don't be this guy. April to me, don't be this guy who is frustrated. This is frustration. Don't be this guy who is being frustrated, and the frustration is doing it to himself because he's looking at what other people are achieving. Other people maybe having spouses who care for them. That's coming true. Okay, that's where the third wheel is coming from. Okay, anyways, we'll get there. So don't allow yourself to be distracted by what other people have, the kind of support, the kind of resources. For some of you, especially like single Sagittarius, Spirit is emphasizing don't allow yourself to be distracted or to get jealous of maybe your friends or your colleagues getting married and things like that, or what their spouse is doing for them, and you're like, oh, when is my own going to happen? Don't allow that to shift you into this low vibrational frequency of being frustrated. Count your blessings. Focus on your own self. Love yourself. This is time for you to really pour into yourself, especially single Sagittarius. As I said, Spirit is wanting to come and inseminate you with brilliant ideas. Allow yourself to receive this. Allow yourself to receive this divine conception. Allow yourself to receive this divine conception. Okay, allow yourself to be satisfied with your growth. Allow yourself to find comfort in your current phase, in your current situation, in your current level, in your current growth. Allow yourself to find joy and comfort in your current, just your current experiences. Yes, you want more. Yes, more is always coming, but now, this April to me, you have to teach yourself how to be comfortable with your progress, comfortable with your achievement, comfortable with what you're doing. Don't try to say, oh, because everybody else is doing this, or this person is posting 30 times a day, or they're collaborating with this person, or they're signing up these deals, or they're working on this project, or they're signing these players. Follow your own guidance and intuition. Okay? So Sagittarius, this April to me, there's also something coming through around for those of you that have been like you're dealing with the spouse who is unfaithful. Expect apologies to come in, and this their unfaithfulness has really been because of a third wheel. They had someone else who was kind of like distracting them, but it's like they're going to be leaving that person, and they'll be coming to you to confess what this relationship was all about. What this relationship was all about. For some of you, you will actually be getting like apologies from your person and the third wheel they cheated on you with. From your person and the third wheel they cheated on you with. Spirit, please give some more clarity into this situation. This is a big, well, true. Venus retrograde has really been showing up a lot of relationships. Venus retrograde, being in an eclipse window, it's really been throwing up a lot of relationships that have not been balanced, because I feel this is the third sign that is getting like news about infidelity in relationships. So if you have Libra, Scorpio energy, if you have Libra or Scorpio placement significant in your chart, this is like doubly emphasized and triply emphasized. Remember, those signs are also dealing with partners and situations in which their spouses and their partners have been unfaithful and behaved in an untrustworthy format. Okay, so Spirit, please clarify. What is this third wheel and apology? Okay. Also, be careful of people seemingly coming to tell you like what I'm hearing is wolves in sheep's clothing. Be careful of your enemies that you may not know they're your enemies. People that actually don't like you, that may come to kind of like distract you, like, see what that other person is doing. So they're trying to like rouse up this jealousy and envy within you. So be careful of that. Be careful of anyone coming to give you like spiteful words, like, oh, see, why are you not doing like that? That person in your field, that competitor is doing this. They're trying to rouse up this jealousy and envy within you and this spite and negativity. Be careful and cut them off. Cut them off fast. What I'm saying is like you cutting off the head of a snake like fast before it attacks you. Please clarify what's with this told you and apologize. Anything else? Yeah. So you got to the end. Le fin. Yep. The coffin. Okay. So you guys, you'll be hearing from whoever it was that was this your partner. Basically, they're going to be coming in to apologize about this third person. You got liver, so the boat, decision, voyage, changement, distance. Then the force, recoil, copio, decision, transient, the arrow. Then lastly, the serpent. I was just telling you, like, cut off the serpent head. Treason, seduction. Okay, so those of you dealing with this April to May, cheating partners are going to be coming back to offer the apology, like, oh, I'm sorry, someone actually, like, they seduced me. That's the word. I was seduced. And it's like they'll be changing their tone, they'll be coming to move towards you. Maybe some of you, also hearing, like, for some of you, you might be feeling like this is out of what I was saying, but they just brought me to tell you. You might be feeling like wearing a fedora hat. You might also be feeling like using feathers. That was the energy I picked up earlier. So you might be feeling like using feathers, like wearing feather jewelry, wearing feathers in your earrings, wearing feathers in your necklace, because you are needing to work with the energy of air. You are needing to work with the air element. So look at what you have in your, look at the houses in which you have your Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay, look at your birth chart to see the houses where you have Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Those three houses are going to be very significant. They're going to need your attention a lot in this April to May. Now back to this relationship. Okay, so Sagittarius, you are going to be needing to, your person, yes, your person, literally they were seduced, and I'm hearing you say they allow themselves to be seduced, actually, which is true. You're going to be, okay, so there's something coming through about for you to, if your partner has been unfaithful, you'll be saying the numbers 3 and number 7 a lot. Okay, you'll be saying 37, 3737, 3773, 3771, 7171, 7373. Be saying numbers 3 and 7 to confirm for you that, okay, this is because of you having a cheating partner. If you're not saying those numbers, then you're not to be concerned with this part of the reading. Okay, now in terms of this cheating, this person, your person, was seduced. You might have been seduced by someone who you thought was a friend, right? They were seduced into being treacherous with you. For some of them, I'm also hearing like maybe these were actually like karmic bonds. They were foolish enough to fall to the temptation instead of them realizing that, oh, that's the wrong choice. Okay, so there's just something about them coming towards you to ask for forgiveness, to apologize. For some of them, they may actually be traveling from a distance to kind of like to want to make up. They've closed out this relationship, actually. They've closed out this relationship. They fell for it, yes. That's not, they are not going to come and tell you, no. They fell for this person. They fell for this serpent, treacherous energy. They fell for this third wheel. But it's like they are closing out this relationship and they are going to be coming towards you with a change of heart. Is this, how can you move on from this? Is this something they should move on from or something they should end? Okay, so you got the Empress energy, 10 of Cups, and Hanged Man. Okay, so at this time, you got Empress energy in reverse. I typically don't read reverse cards. Okay, so you got Empress, you got 10 of Cups, and you got the Hanged Man. Okay, so what I'm being told to tell you is that, so your person actually fucked up. These persons that cheated on you, they were kind of like swayed by what they saw, by the package this third wheel came in, by the package this karmic partner came in. they were distracted by the package, right? This person looked good on paper, this person looked good, but in terms of what was inside them, this person was like totally lacking. This person was like totally opposite of who you were. But they actually had this third role. There was actually this karmic partner. There was actually this karmic partner in the recent past that distracted them from paying attention to you, that distracted them from being with you, that distracted them from honoring you as the Empress. You guys are going to be seeing 333s a lot, right? Threes and sevens. But then they came to their senses, and then they closed out this relationship. They ended things with this karmic partner. They cut off this person they were cheating with. They literally just cut off. They ended things. They slammed the door. They walked away. And now they are coming towards you. This is 10 of Cups. This is union. They are coming towards you like, okay, can we... This is you, Empress. Right. Now they are coming towards you like, okay, can we get back into union? Can we try again? That's what. Can we try again? Can we do things again? Can we love one another again? Can we renew our vows? Can we just start afresh? That's the vibe I'm getting. Can we start afresh? Then you got the old man. So at this time, you're being guided to be light-hearted with your decision. Don't be too rushed. Don't rush into making a decision. Don't be too brusque. Listen to what they want to say, but I can tell you conservatively that they've actually closed out this chapter. They've actually ended things with this third row. By the time they're coming towards you with this apology in April to me, Sagittarius have actually ended things with this person. But at this time, your decision is, Spirit is like, your decision is really in your own hands, okay? Do you want to take them back, or do you want to move on to greener pasture, right? Do you want to take them back? Do you think you want to give them another chance? But at this time, it's like, just allow yourself to, don't rush into committing. Don't rush into committing. Don't rush into saying, okay, yes, let's start again. Just kind of like, I'm hearing tiptoe into it. Like, if you want to even say yes, don't rush it. Just wait and see. Watch. Yes, they actually want to do things afresh. They want to start again. Let them prove to you if it is worth it. Operate from that place of self-love. Will going back to them will really make you feel good with yourself. Really make you feel comfortable with yourself. Really make you feel independent. Really make you feel good. Really make you feel free. If it does not make you feel any of those ways, then don't agree. But if you feel like, okay, you can forgive them, I can accept them back, make that decision very lightly. Just kind of like commit things into God's hand. Don't be so heavy-handed, like, oh, I want this relationship back. No. This is time. It's almost like you're being told to like chill and wait and see if this person has really changed their ways, or maybe if not, tomorrow they'll get distracted again and then they'll get seduced again. But matter of fact is they were seduced. Matter of fact is they've ended the relationship. Matter of fact is they've had to change that. So maybe now, first of all, give them some attitude. Right now, you're the Empress, you're your Empress, you're your Emperor energy. You see yourself different, you appreciate yourself different. You can't take nonsense from anybody. So maybe first of all, keep them at a distance and just see how they'll behave. See if they've really changed. Do you get? See if they've really changed before you rush into accepting them back into your heart. Just protect yourself, protect your heart, protect your love. Alright, so that's enough of that. Okay, alright, so Sagittarius, this April to May, you're going to be very creative. Allow God to guide your creativity. Allow God to guide your creative expression. I'm seeing you guys, you'll be publishing a lot. So if you write, if you vlog, if you blog, if you write, if you record, if you create content, you're going to be publishing a lot. Like, you're going to be putting out a lot of output. I'm also saying, like, for those of you that like writing books or journals, there's just a lot of publishing activity. You're going to be very communicative this April to me. You're going to be needing to communicate with a lot of people, share your ideas a lot, because those ideas are just going to be pouring into you. Once you allow yourself to not be distracted by what someone else is doing, those ideas are just going to be pouring into you. So as they're pouring into you, you're creating them and you're publishing them to the world, because those ideas are coming to be birthed through you. Okay, so also they're reminding me to tell you, like, patience is a virtue. That's why they also said the word. Patience is a virtue in terms of your creation, in terms of your creative ideas. Patience is also a virtue in terms of your relationships. For those of you that are dealing with this relationship situation, patience is also a virtue, because being patient will allow you to see the other person. You might even be patient and be like, oh, I don't even want this person again. Why do I even like this person? Or you might be patient and be like, okay, let me give this another trial. But there's just something about you, like, things are kind of like the situation is out of your hand. So don't try to force things. Don't try to force fit things. Alright, let me round up your reading, Sagittarius. What spirit animals do my sweet Sagittarius have to work with in this April to me? Thank you. You got Koi Cup. Abundance. Move with the flow of abundance around and through you. Move with the flow of abundance around and through you. Move with the flow of abundance around and through you. Don't allow yourself to be rushed by anything you're seeing in your physical life or what you're not saying. I'm also still getting, like, should I tell them? There are going to be choices you need to make in terms of your travel and relocation. So you'll be thinking, should you move with this person? Because they are going to also be proposing. They are coming from a distance, but they're also going to be proposing that you guys move together somewhere. Okay, that's also something that's coming through. That's also a decision you need to make in this April to me. Then you got will, tenderness. Show compassion and forgive what needs to be forgiven. So, as I said, forgive this person. They were blinded, they were seduced, but baby, give them attitude first for your own peace of mind. Let them win you back. Like, elevate the gates to your heart. Not adding your heart. Elevate the gates. Let them do the work to win you back. Let them sway you back if you want to go back to this person. Well, tenderness. Show compassion and forgive what needs to be forgiven. And lastly, you got hedgehog. Acceptance. Embrace who you are. Again, like confirmation of this self-love. Acceptance. Embrace who you are. So you'll be seeing hedgehogs this April to May. You'll also be seeing Koi Cup as well. Alright, Sagittarius, all of you'll be seeing 333s. But if you're dealing with a cheating partner, you'll be seeing a lot of 7s with that 3. Okay, they're telling me to tell you again. You may also be feeling like wearing yellow a lot more. Alright, Sagittarius, I love you. This was such a beautiful message to channel for you. That was your April to May energy reading and guidance. Let me know how this reading resonated for you. Let me know in the comments how you feeling with this energy. Are you going to take them back? Are you going to allow yourself to focus, preparing for that divine insemination and divine conception? Spirit is like, I want to birth these ideas through you. I'm not birthing it through anybody else, only through you, Sagittarius. Are you going to allow yourself to be fertilized by God? Are you going to allow yourself to be fertilized by your creativity? Alright, baby, if you'd like to book a one-on-one reading with me, the link is also in the description. So let me know how this reading resonated for you. I love you, baby.